Thank you, Josephat, for that lovely introduction. I'm always excited to share with Team Superstars, and it's always nice to be warmly greeted by the leaders. I must first say in this message that, you all have a great leader in Josephat and Piros. They understand what's going on in this industry. They know how to help people grow. And if you truly want to build a business, if you just simply follow their system and, basically have some self-discipline and follow their leadership, I guarantee you that your business will grow. Team Superstars has been one of the most outstanding teams in East Africa for many years. And now it's time to step up to the next level. Each and every one of you plan on stepping up after this event. This is your 8th annual convention. And I'm sure many of you sitting in this room, even though some of you are guests, but many of the distributors have grown, have earned, have traveled, have really enjoyed the benefits of being a part of Team Superstar and a partner with NAIROBI. Because some of you don't know me, let me introduce myself. My name is Ricco Brown. I'm Executive Vice President for NAIROBI International Field Development. I've been with NAIROBI for 33 years. In 33 years, I've seen tremendous number of people grow. I've seen them accomplish great things. I've seen them earn more money, build homes, buy cars, family travel. I've seen so many things happen in those 33 years, and it can happen to you as well. I live in Houston, Texas, but I spend most of my time traveling. Probably I've spent more time in Africa in the last 10 to 15 years than I've spent here in Houston, Texas. But that's okay because I truly enjoy the people and I truly enjoy everything that I experience when I'm traveling there in Africa. In this convention, we want you to do something. We want you to start thinking about yourself. We want you to start thinking about things that can help you grow. We want you to think about what you want, where you want to go. Now is the time to start planning. It seems like January 2025 was just yesterday, but time is moving on, and now that we're in April, headed towards May, it's important that we start the process of entertaining the thoughts of what it is we're going to do with our lives. Now, I know there are guests in the room, and guests, you're in the right place at the right time. This is a tremendous opportunity, an opportunity for you to take charge of your life. We're always looking for 3 different types of people. We're looking for young college graduates that, can't find a job, or the jobs that they find have very low pay. We're looking for the middle class. We're looking for individuals 35 to 45. They're married, they have a family, they're working, but there's not enough money to do all the things that you want to do. And the third group of individuals that we're looking for are our senior citizens, the ones that are relying on a government pension. It's not enough to continue your lifestyle that you had prior to retirement. It's just enough to make it. If you fit into one of those categories, I'm excited because I know we can help you. We can change your life. Now, when you get in NAIROBI, it doesn't guarantee you're going to be successful. When you join NAIROBI and Team Superstar, you are going to have to apply yourself. So today I want to share a few things with you that is a must. It's certainly a must if you're going to be successful in our industry. Let's call it reasons why people succeed. People succeed in our business and Team Superstar because they make more than enough calls. What do we mean make more than enough calls? They talk to people. They talk to people every day. They talk to people about their business. They talk to people about their health. They talk to people about their lifestyle. You can't just talk to 1 or 2 people and think that your business is going to grow. You have to talk to many, many people. In our business, it's a numbers game. The more people you talk to, the more people that will join your team. So if you're not making enough calls, and talking to people about your opportunity, can you truly expect that your business is going to grow? We want you to get comfortable with just letting people know you have a business. And once they know you have a business, then invite them to take a look at that business. And when they take a look, you share it the best that you can. And if they decide they want to join, then great. If not, I truly understand. The second thing that we need to do to be successful is follow through on promises made. If you make a promise, if you tell someone you're going to call them back, if you tell someone that you're going to provide them and deliver product to them, keep that promise. If you tell them you're going to help them, you're going to be there for them, be there and help on you to deliver. They need help. The third thing is not listening. Sometimes we don't listen. We talk. But it's important that we listen to the individuals that we're talking to so we can identify their needs. Their needs is what's important. But if you don't listen, then you're going to make the assumption, you're going to prejudge, and you're going to go off thinking that you know what the person wants. But no, don't tell people what they want. Listen to them. Ask open-ended questions so that they can answer you. If you would consider your health, what area of your health would you like to improve? If you would consider your finances, how much more additional income would you need to make your life what you truly want it to be? It is important that you ask those open-end questions so that you can get the information and then you can share them, the power and the possibilities that exist with this opportunity. Here's the next one. Not starting your day with a plan. If you don't have a plan for your life, you'll always fit into someone else's plan. And what do you think someone else have planned for you? Not much at all. You have to plan your day. You have to plan your morning. You have to get up and you have to work that plan. Having a plan and not working the plan is no good, but not having a plan means you can't work your plan. And what is your plan? How many people are you going to talk to each and every day? How many people you're going to try to sell product to each and every day? You know, when I first started in the business 33 years ago, my mentor told me, he said, look, here's a technique that I've taught so many people. Put 10 coins in one pocket, in your right pocket. Just coins. It doesn't matter the denomination. And every time you talk to someone, you move one coin from your right pocket and you put it in your left pocket. Now, here's the plan. Don't go home until those coins have been transferred from one pocket to the next pocket. It doesn't mean that you're going to sponsor the person. It means that you initiated a conversation and that you have now have the possibility of getting more people involved in what you're doing because it tells you that you're talking to people, that you're meeting your goal, that you have a plan. So it's important. You have to plan how many people you want to sponsor each and every month. Now, we have a rule that we follow. We call it 3 and 30. But it shouldn't just be 3 and 30. You should talk to enough people that you can maximize the number of people you sponsor each and every month. 5 and 30. Quit thinking about 3 and 30. Work at 5 and 30. And then that way, you will have the possibility of building your business at a much rapid pace than if you're sponsoring 1 or 2 people a month. The next thing is not dealing with customer objections. You know, people are going to object. People are going to ask you crazy questions. They're going to say crazy things. First thing they're going to ask you, is this a pyramid? Well, that's an objection. They're trying to shut you down, but we don't want you to shut down. I want you to remember this. If someone asks you a question or an objection, is this a pyramid? Then you go like, first of all, tell me what you know about a pyramid. And most people don't know anything about a pyramid. So the next thing you're going to say is a pyramid is something where there's no product or service that people only ask you to invest money. Well, in Team Superstar and Near Life, we're not just asking you to invest money because we have a product, we have a service, we have a community, we have everything that you need to build a business. The money doesn't come from investing money. The money comes from sharing our wonderful products. And as a result, bonuses and commissions are paid. Here's the next one. A lack of focus on priorities. When you go to training with Team Superstar, they're going to tell you what is necessary. I'm sharing some things with you today about what's necessary. But it's important that you maintain a focus on priorities. Now, what does focus mean? Focus is simply what you think about. It means you have to think about the priorities. You have to think about what you're doing, how you're presenting your business, how you're sharing the opportunity. This is so important. This is a priority. You see, in Team Superstar, I know that they're going to teach you the right thing. Now, you have to think about those things. Then you have to go out and take action on those things. You can't just take notes and leave them in your notebook because then that's not going to make it work. It's important that you maintain a focus on your priorities. Here's a good one. Ignoring the power of a positive attitude. You have to have a positive attitude. We're in the health and wellness industry. We're in financial gain industry, income producing industry. Now, if you can't have a positive attitude about life with those possibilities lying ahead of you, then tell me, what else is there? What is attitude? Attitude is how you feel on the inside, and it expresses itself outside. That means if you're not excited, if you don't see possibility, then you're going to project a negative attitude about your life and about your future. Well, for 33 years, I've had an extremely exciting, positive mental attitude. And I know if you have a positive attitude, and positive attitude starts with something this simple, smile. I want everyone in the room right now to smile. Come on. You're not smiling. I see some people not smiling. I want you to smile because when you smile, people will want to talk to you. People will want to know why you're smiling. And that's when you share the excitement. Don't try to explain all of the products. Don't try to explain the compensation plan, but try to share with them what your hopes, vision, and dreams are with your business and with this exciting opportunity being a part of Team Superstar. Now, this is the last one on if you want to be successful. You have to ask for the order. You have to ask for the order. What does that mean? You have to ask someone to buy your product. You have to ask someone to join your team. You have to ask someone if they're interested in hearing about your business and your team. You see, don't be afraid. I don't know how much money anyone has in their pocket. Yes, it costs money to join our business. Yes, you need to get some inventory in our business. Absolutely. So I don't know how much money you have, but I'm going to share with you what is right, what you need to do to build the business. You need to get started. Then you need to get you some product. Then you need to go out and try to sell those products. So don't be afraid to ask someone to get started. Tell them what it's going to cost and tell them what they're going to get. But here's the real power. When you tell them and you ask them for the order, also tell them what they're going to get by being a part of Team Superstar. The leadership, the incentive, the training, the motivation, the travel, the fun, the community. There's so many things that they're going to get when they become a part of Team Superstar. So don't be afraid to ask for the order because you know that there are great things that's going to happen for them. So that's for our distributors. Guests, I'd like to talk to you for just a minute. You know, you've done today what so many people won't do. Today, you've invested your greatest resource in yourself and in your future. You know, I'm happy about that. You're here at this convention. You're in the right place at the right time. If you were not supposed to be here, you would not be there. That means there is a message here for you today. You should truly start thinking how much you want to change your life, how much you want to earn. You see, I hope you didn't come here just thinking, well, if I can get a little information, maybe I can make a decision about my life. Well, this is not about information because information is not power. Information is only information unless you do something with that. You have to use that information to change your life. That's why Team Superstar, all of the leaders in Team Superstar, that's why they're there. Once you make the decision, then they will help you to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. Now, just in case you're wondering, here are a couple of things. What do we do? Well, let me start with who are we? You're here and you're looking around and you see the logo, you see the stage, you see people. Well, let me simply explain to you. Neolife and Team Superstar is the sum total of every individual that has said yes to this business. That's who we are. We're the people of Team Superstar and the people of Neolife. We're every individual around the world that has said yes. We're not a brick and mortar. We're people. We're people that have found something good and want to share that with other individuals and show them how they can change their lives. I don't know about you, but my life has changed dramatically since I've been a part of this organization. And does that mean your life can change? Absolutely. I guarantee you, if you apply yourself and use the techniques that are shared by Team Superstar, you will grow. What do? Well, this is simple. We give you an opportunity to have your own business. And listen to the word, your own business. Your business will work when you work your business. But in return, we want to help you to develop, to grow, to learn, so that that business will produce income, money, 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 shillings. We want people to have more and more of them. And that's what we want this business to help you do. Now, I know some of you don't like to talk about money, and that's a shame. It's okay to talk about money. Money is good. I like money. Money is not everything. Money doesn't answer all of the problems, but life is a lot easier when you have more money. Food costs money, shelter costs money, transportation costs money, children education costs money. You know, everything seemed to involve money. You know, I always laugh because I had someone say, Ricco, you talk about money, but money won't buy you love. And I simply said this, you're right. Money won't buy you love, but love don't last long if you don't have any money. The last thing is, why should you join? You're here today. Why should you join? Well, you truly know better than I do. But let me just give you a few things. First of all, this is a fun business. We have fun. We build relationships. We just enjoy one another. Yes, we're a family, and are there differences in a family sometimes? Absolutely. It's a simple business. You don't need an education. You don't have to be a doctor. I have a lady in Mexico that she couldn't see and her husband could not read. Their son had to come and take notes for him when he was underage, under 18. But they built, and asked the person that invited you here today, they built a one ruby size of business. And I tell you, they were earning, and it's in pesos, they were earning about 35, 40,000 pesos a month. Think about that. It's a simple business. It's not complicated. You talk to people, you ask them to take a look, you invite them to join, and you go from there. That's how an average individual to a fortune. And think about it. To really, you're going to make the money to do the things that you want to do. So yes, when you join this business, you will make money, but it is up to you as to how you manage the process of building your business. In real life, dreams do come true. If you're sitting there wondering about your life and your future, then you should be. Because now you have the solution. After this convention, no longer can you say, I wish I knew what I could do to feel better. You're going to hear about the products, or you've heard about the products. And you also can't say, I wish I knew what I could do to earn a little bit more money. Because the financial opportunity and sharing this business. So today you're going to have to make a decision, guess. You're going to have to say yes, and that's what we want you to say. Or you can say no. That means, no, I don't want to earn any money. No, I don't want to grow. No, I don't want to change my life. I want to continue to live the way that I'm living. That's okay. At least use the product so when you come back to look at this opportunity again, you're healthy enough to do that. But the answer we don't want you to give is, let me think about it. No, you don't have to think about it. If I was going to go in my pocket and give everybody a 1,000 or 2,000 shillings, you wouldn't think about that. You get in line and you come and get the money. Well, we're giving away information that will change your life. You don't have to think about it. All you have to do is go out and make it happen. I want to say congratulations to Piros and Josephat on leading the team to great success in the years past. And I know in 2025, great things are going to happen. We still have some months left. So let's take advantage of that. Let's make it work. For inviting me to participate in your 8th annual convention. I'm always excited to be a part of what's going on with Team Superstar. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you on my next visit to Kenya. God bless you and thank you very much.